Hello students, today we will talk about uterus, anatomy of uterus and the most important part of the female reproductive system. In layman's language this is also called as womb, and in medical terms this is called as hystera, by which the term used hysterectomy, that is removal of the uterus, is called as hysterectomy. As we come on the shape, the uterus shape is pyriform shape and is 3-inch long, 2-inch broad and 1-inch thick approximately, weighs about 30 to 40 grams. Main structures, this is the part, the main portion of uterus can be divided into two parts, the upper 2/3 portion and lower 1/3 portion. Upper 2/3 portion is body, while the lower 1/3 portion is cervix. Normally there are two axes, the long axis of this is vagina and this is uterus. This is the body of uterus and this is the cervix of uterus and this is the vagina. The long axis of the uterus or cervix, when it makes the angle with long axis of vagina, this is called as anteversion. This is all about 90 degree. This is anteversion. While the uterus itself bends on itself on the long axis, this is called as anteflexion, and this is about 120 degree. This is 90 degree and this is 120 degree. This is anteversion angle and this is the anteflexion angle. Now we next come on the body of uterus. As we will study that body of uterus has a part, this is the dome shaped structure, this is called as fundus. These are the surfaces, this is the anterior surface and the behind this is the posterior surface, and these are two lateral borders. So this is the part of the body of the uterus, and in this is the part, the upper dome shaped like structure, this is called as fundus, while these surfaces, this is the anterior surface and this is the posterior surface. Anterior surface is in relation with the bladder, while the posterior surface is in relation with the rectum. So anterior surface is also called as vesical surface, this is the vesical surface, and posterior surface is also called as intestinal surface. Anterior surface is also in relation with this pouch, this is called as vesicouterine pouch. The pouch is present between the bladder and the uterus is vesicouterine pouch, and the pouch has two layers, this is the anterior layer and this one is the posterior layer. So uterus anterior surface or vesical surface is related with the posterior layer of vesicouterine pouch, while the posterior or intestinal surface, this is related with this anterior layer of rectouterine pouch. This is rectouterine pouch. And the lateral border, this is the lateral border, two lateral borders, they are connected. This is the pelvic wall. The lateral borders are connected to the pelvic wall by the modification of peritoneum, that is called as broad ligament. This broad ligament is totally present to the lateral border up to the pelvic wall, and in this where the fallopian tube connects to this end of the uterus, there is also origin of two ligaments. One is the round ligament and other one is the ligament of ovary. They all are the part of the broad ligament. As we can see in this diagram, this is the broad ligament, and at this point of the uterus there is the attachment of the fallopian tube, and the two ligaments originates from this point. The one is the round ligament and other one is attached to the ovary, this is called as ligament of ovary. Now we come on the sagittal section. If we see the cavity of the uterus in sagittal section, then we will see in the form of this slit, while in coronal section, this is the corona section, we can see in the form of fusiform shape. The upper end and lower end are pointed or narrow, while the middle portion is broad. This is the internal os which opens into the body of uterus, while this one is the external os which opens into the vagina. This is all about body. This is all about body. Now the cervix has two parts, supravaginal and vaginal part. The cervix is the lower cylindrical 1/3 portion of the uterus, and it divided into the supravaginal and vaginal. The part which is inserted towards the vagina, that is the vaginal part, while the outside vagina is called as supravaginal part. Supravaginal and vaginal part, as we have said that this is the internal os and this one is the external os. So this is from internal os up to the external os. This portion is called as cervical canal, and the mucous wall of mucous folds appearance gives just like a tree. So these are the mucosal folds, and they give the appearance. They are called as arbor vitae uteri. So these mucosal folds in the anterior and posterior wards, they interlock with each other and close the canal. This is all about cervix. Now we come to the ligaments of uterus, the two ligaments, peritoneal ligaments and the fibromuscular ligaments. Now we will talk about peritoneal ligaments. If we see in this diagram, peritoneal ligaments are only the support, only provide any support. They don't provide any support, but they are the peritoneal ligaments related to the uterus. The first one is anterior ligament, or we can say the vesico-uterine pouch, and the second one is posterior ligament, that is we can say posterior recto-uterine pouch, and the third one is broad ligament, right and left broad ligament. So we will talk about in this diagram about the broad ligament. This is all comes under the broad ligament. Broad ligament is present from the lateral part of the lateral border of the uterus up to the lateral pelvic wall. We can divide it in many parts. Broad ligament's posterior part is connected by the ovary. The part is called as mesovarium. While the uterine tube is also connected by the broad ligament, the part is called as mesosalpinx. While below this mesovarium, this is called the part of the broad ligament is called as mesometrium. Under the broad ligament, the round ligament is also present. The ovarian ligament, which is connected to the ovary, mesovarium, mesosalpinx and mesometrium, all they are present under the broad ligament. Now the last one, I have mentioned all, I have explained peritoneal ligaments. Now the fibromuscular ligaments. Fibromuscular ligaments are 3 in number. They are the round ligament, as I have shown earlier. Now the second one is the transverse cervical ligament. This is the transverse cervical ligament. This is the cervix, this is the pelvic wall, and from cervix up to the lateral pelvic wall, this is a fan shaped structure of the ligament. This is called as transverse cervical ligament. And the third one is uterosacral ligament. This is uterus, this is sacrum, and the ligament which connects to the uterus to the sacrum is called as uterosacral ligament, as we can see in this diagram and in this diagram also. This is sacrum, this is part of the uterus or part of the cervix, that is the part of uterus. So this is the uterosacral ligament. This is the uterosacral ligament. In the next lecture, we will discuss about the supports of uterus and age and reproductive changes taken in the uterus and arterial supply in venous drainage. If you like my video, please subscribe, like and share my channel, and press the bell icon. Thank you.